What's up? We are Marian Hill, and this is our exclusive, most requested live Ask Anything chat with Romeo.
Thanks to the most requested live listeners for supporting our new single Down and for sending us questions. So let's get started.
So Jesse from London asks, what's your favorite song at the moment? Mine is I'm Better by Missy Elliott. I'm obsessed with that in the video.
I love that. But mine right now is Company by Tinashe.
And then Alex from Olympia asks, did you guys have more fun working on Sway or Act 1?
I think I had more fun working on Sway, just because there were fewer expectations. And while I loved working on Act 1, there was just a little bit more pressure. And this was kind of like before everything got started with Sway.
And I don't really know if I could pick, because there were certainly pluses and minuses to both. I mean, Sway, we didn't know where our next check was coming from. We didn't know if we were gonna if people were gonna care if we put out music. In Act 1, we had an amazing studio to work in. We had a big support network. For me, it's just all been a journey. It's all been writing the next thing, and every progression has been so exciting. Putting out our first EP was so exciting. Putting out Sway was so exciting. Writing towards Act 1 was so exciting, and it's all about the journey. And now, writing the new stuff's the most fun I've had. So the journey is what's fun. Louisa from Brazil asks if we can make an EP with Clear Eyes on it. It's definitely a thing that I've thought about, but Clear Eyes was very much just a personal passion project for me that I felt like putting out at that time in a free and easy way. So
I didn't even know he did it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. We'll see. It's always in the back of my mind, and I have a few different things kicking around in that world, but we'll see. Maria from Ecuador asks, what artists from pop music would you like to collaborate with?
I love The Weeknd. I love to work with The Weeknd.
Yeah, I think we're also, I love Drake. Would love to work with him someday.
Kalani.
Kalani's awesome. We'd love to work with her. Big Sean's great. We'd love to work with him. Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj. All of the women that are killing it in hip-hop are very exciting to us.
Andrea from Vancouver, did you watch the Atlanta Falcons and Seattle Seahawks game when Down debuted? No.
No, we did not.
No, where were we?
We watched it on YouTube after. Yeah. I was just I think I was just having a dinner party at my place. I was just chilling.
Yeah, I don't even remember where I was.
I don't have a TV though, so I couldn't have watched it.
Yeah, we both live in New York in apartments and don't have TVs. But I did see it for the first time on TV after we performed on Fallon with my parents. That was cool.
Danielle from Brazil asks, do you have any intention of doing a world tour, and do you have any plans to come to Brazil? And I think that just depends on how things go. We would certainly love to.
I'd love to go to Brazil.
I've been to Brazil once. It's amazing. So
awesome.
Hopefully keep buying and listening to our music in Brazil, and
yes.
we'll see.
We'll be there.
Lucy from Mansfield asks if we could collaborate with any artist or group. Who would it be and why? I said this already, but probably Drake.
Weeknd.
I've been hearing him on Love It for a long time, and he's one of my biggest inspirations. So working with him and 40 on a song would be a dream come true.
We're Bon Iver fans too.
Yeah.
Love him as an inspiration and musician. That'd be cool. I don't know what that would sound like, but he's awesome.
Annie from Des Moines asks, what song would each of you pick if you could karaoke?
God.
I always do A Whole New World, a throwback to my childhood musical theater days.
Oh man, that's good. Maybe a throwback Mariah song.
Which one?
Either Fantasy or Always Be My Baby. Not that I can sing like Mariah, but it's fun.
Angel from Philadelphia says, much love from your city of brotherly love. Do you have separate tour buses? If you don't, what would be your dream tour bus?
Oh my God.
This next, we're actually about to have a tour bus for the first time.
Yeah, we've never been on a bus.
So
we've made it.
So we definitely don't have separate tour buses yet.
Yeah,
that is a stage we have not reached.
When we're really sick of each other.
But my dream tour bus for me is all about having a little space for a studio in the back, having monitors and a mic set up, and being able to do work wherever I am and have my space.
Honestly, a shower, like a great shower. I don't know if that's, I know showers exist, but like the quality of showers, I'm not sure. That would be awesome. Like a vanity station thing. That'd be awesome.
Mary from Cross Lake, Manitoba asks, what's your hobby to do? I guess, I don't know. There are a few things, but I think one of mine would be just, I'm a connoisseur of fine television, and I watch a lot of good, well-reviewed stuff, and I'm always trying to find new, great stuff to watch.
Sometimes I feel like I live under a rock, and I don't know anything that's going on, but Jeremy showed me a lot of great TV. I love horseback riding, but I don't have a horse, so writing.
Writing's your job. What's your hobby?
I think it would be my hobby too. Non-Marian Hill stuff, sometimes. Whoa.
All right. Erica, Nancy, Elizabeth, and Tawny from Tampa ask this huge question. They want to ask together, since they're big fans in Florida, can you tell us about the songs on Act 1 and what they mean to you? Let's just go through it.
I've got time, so.
Yeah. Down is the beginning.
It's an invitation.
It's an invitation. We love that it starts everything off with such simplicity, just a piano and a vocal, like bringing Marian Hill down to basically the core elements, me making the music and Sam singing. And then it explodes in classic Marian Hill fashion. So it's really like a great thesis statement as to what we're about, and to invite you in and start the album. Talk to Me then follows that up with like a big up-tempo bang and reminding you of the sax, which is the last crucial element of the Marian Hill puzzle.
We have a lot of sax.
We love Talk to Me. I love what it's about. We've both been in situations like that, and
I love performing Talk to Me.
It's a very fun, flirty, powerful vibe. It was a really fun beat for me to make.
Yeah, and sometimes we say, we write these songs, and then we stumble into scenarios where the song becomes very, very real for us. So it's cool. We sort of find ourselves in scenarios that we created earlier.
Wild. Wild was really fun for me from a production standpoint, because a lot of our songs are all about builds and drops and swells and, ups and downs. And I was listening to a lot of my favorite dance songs, specifically like Missy Elliott songs, like Timbaland beats, Pharrell beats, that just kind of groove for the whole song. They just go. And so it was a prompt for me to try to like make something that did that and moved like that. And I love Wild for that reason. I think it does that. About You. About You was one of the last songs we wrote for the record. It started out being very much trying to do a Drake thing, because it's more synthy than a lot of the stuff we do. And I just love that song. That might be one of my favorite just like songwriting songs.
Yeah, it's a nice moment in the set too. And also I love Wild, just to go back to that for a second, because we write a lot about, or we had up until that point, about men in suits and very polished.
Oh yeah.
Polished figures, and that was the first time that we really.
Well, we sat back and we were like, you know what? We actually don't like dudes like that.
Yeah.
Like it's fun to write about that, but like actually we're attracted.
Very real. The quirkiness.
Yeah.
The eccentricities.
The quirkiness, the funness, and the oddness is kind of more how I see myself as an attractive man in the world, and my friends, and but yeah, About You. I love About You.
Yeah.
When I love the chord progression on the bridge. We love the
bridge is one of my favorites actually that we've done.
Take Your Time is such a banger. Take Your Time is maybe like, to my mind, the most hip hop song on the album. The beat is so aggressive and big, like more so than anything that else I've really done. And we kind of see it as One Time Part 2. It's kind of a similar sentiment, but a little more maturity and aggression.
Yeah, a lot of aggression.
A lot more power going on there.
Yeah, it's very fun.
And it's so impactful live.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
God.
like that moment when we just play that, because we also have to look at each other. Yeah, make sure we come in on time. It's crazy.
I Know Why is one of the. I love that concept, and I love how that song works. I think it's rare in pop music to have that. Like there's such a turn between the verses and the chorus. The verses are being disingenuous. They're kind of like skating around the truth and talking to the person you're with, but they're not coming from a place of honesty, which like songwriting usually we kind of assume it is.
Right.
And so it's fun to like not, and then the chorus is like, this is what's real, this is what's actually happening.
You sort of go on a journey with the narrator, with the character, and I love performing that live too.
Good.
Into that world.
Good is such a jam. I'm very proud of Good. I'm very proud of Good. Good to me was like the most overtly kind of like pop thing on the album, and it was really fun for me to subvert that in little ways and find fun sounds and grooves. And
it's really funny because Jeremy had the initial idea of having that interplay, and I was like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what this is going to sound like.
Yeah, well, we really use fun. Like vocal chopping so much, but often it's either on a chorus or on a verse, or it's just like only in one place. Yeah. And the idea, like the prompt going into Good was, let's write a song where chopping is essential to the melody throughout. Like there is no part of the song that like works without it. And that's actually the only song on the album that we wrote music first or melody first. That melody came before the beat or anything else. I was sitting at a piano singing that in the studio. Thinking's the weirdest song on the album, and that's why it's on there too.
Yeah, we're both like, this is necessary.
We were looking at like all the songs we had narrowed down, and we were like, this is definitely the weirdest one, and we want to show that full breath, so we put it on there. Yeah. The like 10 seconds of just that like ding, 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 ding synth line. I'm so proud I got on a record on a major label, and love as a silent moment. Label. And Thinking is also kind of, to me, a companion song to I Know Why. It's in that it's also dealing with a narrator who's very uncertain and like trying to figure something out and kind of lying to herself and breaking through those lies and coming to terms with something very scary to think about when you get to be an adult and you don't have like a
timeline or
a timeline on a relationship and like, oh well, graduation's coming up and then we'll figure out what to do. You're just like out in the world, and you either need to stay with this person forever or break up with them at some point. So
that's
what are you
crazy.
gonna do? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Meg from Wilmington. Oh, we're not done. Sorry. We're still powering through this question. I love this
Sad
question.
Song.
Sad Song is an homage to 90s R&B and Destiny's Child. It is super fun.
Yeah.
It's also unique in the album in that it's a song that's not about romance. It's just about a friend who's annoying.
Yeah.
And that was a fun texture for us. We wanted to include it because every song on the album is really its own world and its own thing. And this was just another world that we hadn't explored yet.
Yeah.
Mistaken is so fun. Mistaken is spaced out down here, so we have the sax spread out throughout the album.
Yeah.
And
it features Steve Davitt.
Yeah, it features Steve on the solo and also chopped up like throughout. He's like the whole beat essentially, which is really fun.
That's one of my favorite lyrics on there too. Girl, you got that high life double time swing, and I'm like a low key summertime drink.
Yeah, and it was really fun to go really trappy with it and have that kind of fun. Yeah.
Same thing is one of the oldest songs on the record.
It is the oldest song.
Yeah, you're right. Fact, the oldest song on the record.
By about a year. We wrote it, I think we wrote it like before, just to give you guys a perspective, we wrote it before we wrote Wasted or Deep. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or Got It. Or Got It.
Oh my god, wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
It's a very old song.
Wow.
We loved it then, and we just knew it had to be on our album. That it was kind of an album song. Yeah. It's long and expansive, and the most vulnerable thing we've done, the most beautiful thing we've done. I think just kind of overtly beautiful.
Yeah.
It was fun for me to have a piano moment. It was my first like little piano solo on the album. I love how that mix came together, and it's so beautiful at the end, and the fade out, and the lyrics are just very profound and beautiful, and it's a moment it's like kind of the low point on the album. when hope seems lost and you have to kind of give up on that relationship, and then the castanets of I Want You come in and break through that and wake you up to something new. I Want You is the only song in major on the album, and that's why we put
Super
it at the
happy.
end. It's kind of
I love I Want You too. I love singing that.
another chance, a rebirth,
Yeah.
a fresh feeling and a beginning.
I love I Want You.
Yeah, and
Those
that's
verses.
and we love that we kind of bookend the album with just pure piano vocal moments. So there's the bridge of I Want You, where it's just the piano and Sam singing, and that's all those songs. Thank you for that
those
question, Erica,
questions.
Nancy, Elizabeth, and Tawny from Tampa. All right, Meg from Wilmington asked, do you all get a chance to be home a lot? Thankfully, right now we do. I love being in New York with my girlfriend and my studio, and that's definitely where I'm the most creatively productive. So it's important to be there as much as possible in order to make this great music for you guys.
I guess we are home enough. It feels like we're not, but I guess, yeah, I think we're about to get busier, but we've been lucky where we've had a month of sort of just being able to chill and
Several
create new
months.
stuff. Yeah, I guess I've been traveling more than sometimes we take separate trips. I was away a little bit longer.
Joni from West Covina asks, where do you like to vacation?
Ooh.
My favorite
I might take a
place
vacation.
in the world is, well, I guess my favorite places. Well, my favorite place in the world is Yosemite. And then Big Sur is a close second.
Big Sur for me.
But the Pacific Northwest is the jam, and I'm trying to get there whenever I can.
Totally agreed. And Paris. Darlene from Toronto. If present day you could go back and talk to yourself at any age, what age would it be, and what would you tell younger you? I would definitely tell myself to be more confident and not to worry as much, for sure. Good question.
Ashley from Queens asks, what's the first website you check out every morning? I have this app called TweetDeck that has all these different Twitter feeds, and I have my favorite artists and blogs in there, and that's where I go.
Definitely Twitter.
Kim from West Bloomfield asks what our favorite cereal is and favorite Pop-Tart. My favorite cereal is Reese's Puffs. It's been my favorite cereal for 8 years. It is the best cereal, objectively. My favorite Pop-Tart is strawberry.
And I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and favorite Pop-Tart is either Wild Berry or Frosted Cinnamon.
Kelly from Birmingham says that she moved to Birmingham from Philadelphia, and what do we miss most about being home?
I think just our families.
Yeah,
Philly's a great city.
Yeah, but we're really lucky to live in New York and be able to see a lot of our families, which I know a lot of my friends can't do.
So we can go home enough.
Sue from Buffalo asks, is it easy to separate yourselves individually from Marian Hill? I ask that only if people who don't know you individually ask which one is Marian. It's definitely annoying when that happens, and it's funny because it's something we did not factor in when we were thinking of the name. And I think for me, if anything, I'm fine with being associated with Marian Hill. That's what I want, and just trying to have that more be the case.
Yeah, but it's easy enough to separate ourselves, for sure.
And finally, we say hi to Erica from Portland because her friends will love this.
Hello.
Thanks again to Most Requested Live for having us on tonight to answer all of these awesome questions.
Yes. Don't forget our new single is called Down, and thank you so much to Romeo for all of your support.